friends, Biscuit is here. That means we're ready to go. Let's rock and roll. All right, so this makes complete sense as we're building off of what we've discussed here today. We're healing from trauma and misinterpretation and being able to make decisions and choices with love. And this is being amped up entering Gemini season as we understand we had to experience lust in order to create this high vibrational love that we're creating here. And this is the energy of the opposites coming together to create the whole through the center point. And this is how we're bringing something new into formation. We had to experience the Eight of Cups to create the Two of Cups and expand with this. And this is part of how we're healing with our sacral chakra. We're finding a new strength with our creative, with our co-create, how we co-create here. And it's connected to the truth, the balance of the sun and the moon, the masculine and feminine, our subconscious with our conscious. That is big. Because if our subconscious mind is running 95% of the time and we're expanding with our consciousness, we are restoring a new balance, and it's through remembrance, and it's through actively being able to remember. I don't know about you all, but I sure can remember the more I expand in a whole new way than I never could before. I forgot everything all the time, and I had to write things down in books. I would forget. Now I can remember. And it's beautiful. And this has to do with Mercury going retrograde, Gemini season, something expanding with our relationships. And we did talk about this in part 2, channeled messages, the truth about love. And it has to do with what's being cross-pollinated. And this is where this cross-pollination is happening. But in honoring, we had to experience lust in order to experience love. And there's a healing there. And this is understanding that we didn't come here to be perfect. We came here to be perfectly imperfect. And we came here to restore the energy of the opposites through the center point and expand it and create a new. And this is connected to the higher vibes. So let's see what the moon has to say about this. We're going right here. Guys, this is a favorite here. And we're learning how to breathe. We're learning how to breathe from here and not breathe from here. We're breathing from here. And I don't know about you all, but I'm also too, I've been called like to clear my lungs and to you know, we were laser focusing on the endocrine, lymphatic, heart, blood purification. And now we've moved to the lungs because 80%, a little over 80% of purification work is actually done in the lungs. This is more purification with the element of air and understanding it's all connected. It's being able to connect with the feminine and see all the connections. Healing from separation. One more shuffle, guys. One more shuffle. I feel it. Ooh, I'm singing. I can't believe how much different I feel from this lunar eclipse from how I felt at the solar eclipse. And I'm also a Pisces and my counterpart is a Scorpio. I have been connecting with the Gemini though that has been reflecting back to me this Two of Cups love. And what a treat that has been. So, and feeling the connection to my counterpart, because at the end of the day that connection is with me, and honoring that we're all one, but we're healing with the self right now. We're laser focusing on how this self fits in, not in a narcissistic way, but in a Two of Cups equality way. The balance, remember, it's the balance. Everything's about the balance. As within, so without. As above, so below. Yin, yang, lust, love. That's what we're laser focusing on today. All right. Got a fire going. The Father is here. What is being activated? Of course it is. There is our connection to Scorpio. It's a sacrifice. All that's left is love. All that's left is love. That's all that's left. So we're going to make a negotiation through the earth with the daughter and the father, have a compromise in order to create stability with the earth. Remember, what are we bringing into formation? Our 10 of Pentacles through the 10 of Cups with the water and the earth. While we're honoring, we know the fire. We saw that in channel messages, the Father. So this has to do with healing with motion. We had to make a fall. We had to take a dip in our vibration. That's our connection to lust, in order to expand with love again and restore our passions with the mother, with the water element, and further heal our impulses. Heal from our lower vibrational impulses with strength and expand from our immaturity with maturity. All right? An unclothed woman sitting on a blue pattern cushion, her hand raised to her brow in a gesture of fatigue, stares fixedly at the sky above. Behind her stands a tree, also bare, its branches silhouetted against a red sky in which there is a large circle of the black moon. A branch with leaves and a red flower in bloom falls from the woman's left hand to the purple ground. There's much symbolism there to see which chakras we're working with. We're working with the root and the earth star with the connection to our third eye and crown. So, ruled by Pluto and Neptune, our connection from Scorpio to Scorpio, the passion of Pluto and the compassion of Neptune taken together express the extreme quality of selfless action. This mansion denotes intense and extreme devotion to a subject in your care. The naked state of the woman in the image symbolizes honesty and the loss of everything. The flower is the last possession that is hers to give. It represents love. That says much of what we've been through in order to create this love and heal from lust. You are prepared to lose everything for the sake of a particular cause or another person. Creating with this love, right? The creation of this love, how sacred this love is. And this is connected from within to without. It's with, you know, everything we talked about in part 2 channeled messages. This is an equal love. Integrity is paramount to you regarding this issue, and you will be persuaded to change, and you will not, let me get it straight, you will not be persuaded to change your mind. Integrity is paramount to you regarding this issue, and you will not be persuaded to change your mind. Key phrase, sacrifice or emotional extremes. So we're healing from the emotional extremes. We're making a sacrifice because we know, remember, this is about our intuition, not our emotional instability, because we're healing from trauma to heal with our emotional imprinting. This has to do with emotional wounds. That's why we're in a time of healing from trauma and nourishment with the mother. So I want to see what's being cross-pollinated here. We're going to the numinous. All right, what's being cross-pollinated? Okay. Guys, that's why I don't sing and I dance, but we know singing helps elevate our vibration. It's connected to our vibration, frequency, and energy. And I really know, I wrote in my new moon intention book that I wanted to be feeling this way for this. Total. Full moon. Lunar eclipse in Scorpio. I forget what, is this like the full flower moon? Guys, I was doing so much filling of the cup. I've forgotten. As I'm just saying, oh, I can remember. There is Neptune. Neptune is here. It's all right here. We just spoke about working with Neptune. Speak about that in a minute. We're working with the 10th house, our reputation, our opposition, balance, and Scorpio. This has to do with what's our decisions in love and the message of cross-pollination. The 10th house, reputation, career responsibilities, achievement, competence, fame, notoriety, standing, authority figures, legacy, purpose, pinnacle, the patriarchy, and empire. And this is connected to our 10 of cups. We know our 10 of cups is being illuminated right now. Remember, 8 plus 2 equals 10. We talked about this in part 2. So the restoration of balance. Remember, the sun and the moon coming together. This is about the truth about love. We also spoke about this in channeled messages. Relates, mirrors, interacts, confront. And this is the 2 of cups. This is the 2 of cups and justice, right? When we spoke about this in part 2. The 2 of cups and justice. And the balance of our karmic scales with the sun and the moon, and the truth with the 2 of cups coming together, the sun and the moon. Our perceptions and source energy, our habitual patterning with our, our subconscious with our conscious mind, the negative expanding with the positive, the matter expanding with the energy, with the balance through the center point into formation. Opposition, balance, relates, mirrors, interacts, confronts, makes conscious, manifests, disciplines, conflicts with, tests, objectifies, and calls out. With Scorpio, the powerhouse, transformative, intense, passionate, secretive, carnal. See how we're using lust to create love? Obsessive, intimate, primal, lusty, deep, eternal, resourceful, mysterious, regenerative, compulsive, destructive, manipulative. We have to honor the space and place of the negative and the lower vibe to create with the higher vibes and the positive. And the negative and the positive are coming together through the center point, and we're in manifestation. Neptune, dreams, imagination, memories, the subconscious, self-sacrifice, ideals, universal love, visions, meditation, spirituality, compassion, empathy, fantasies, escapism, the ether, enchantment, confusion, veils, magic. Once again, too, so how are we going to heal from addiction? We're going to honor it. And then we're going to create with the high vibes. And here is the subconscious, the self-sacrifice, the universal love, the visions. It's all connected, the balance of the extremes through the center point. And then we have created what's healthy into formation. Now, we're getting very many messages. We know that Neptune is working with Pisces. Now we have the 12th house, which is also working, the 12th house, Neptune and Pisces all working together. And we saw that we're working with the Hanged Man. We saw this in part 2. Subconscious mind, compassion, dreams, karma, forgiveness, baggage, trance states, the unseen, healing, spiritual development, guilt, prayer, and our Akashic records. But we know that this is about our passions. We just found this out on one of our last readings. The 5th house, the restoration of our passions, performance, performance, entertainment, creativity, costume, play, love affairs, joy, pleasure, parties, children, humor, romance, and this disco ball. And what are we doing? We're in the restoration of our passions with this sacrifice. So we've activated with our destiny, the North Node. Soul school, learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing, experience, fruition, North Star, process, development, practice path, beacon, blossoming, becoming, integrity, and journey. Now, on one of our last channeled messages, we spoke about how we're going from the South Node to the North Node, our past to our future. And I was called to have this card here. Expanding with the Knight of Swords. Because we're about to enter Gemini season. This is about our decisions and what is being cross-pollinated with the masculine and feminine as we come into alchemy. Healing from the extremes through the center point with a rebirth. And he's connected to the North Star. That's how he's levitating. That's how these wings are operating. This is the truth at a whole new level. At a whole new level. Like nothing I've ever seen. The truth of love. Guys, I love you all. I'm lit. Love, light, and healing energy sent your way to create with today. Until the next time I see you, I'm sending it to you. Those good healing vibes. Enjoy this total lunar eclipse in Scorpio. My whole family's getting together to watch it because you can see it here. And we will have footage of that, so stay tuned.